Many people in the Twin Cities know Parrish Abel, who has been a firefighter in Gering and Scottsbluff for nearly 3 decades, and most recently, a Gering City Councilman. But another claim to fame for Parrish Abel is his rapidly growing woodworking business. Firehouse Woodworking shares its headquarters with A Cut Above on 10th Street in Gering, but for Parrish Abel, this massive shop all started during his time on the State Association of Volunteer Firefighters.
And at every board meeting, they were always saying, we need a podium, we need a podium. So while I was out injured, I decided I'm going to build a podium. Never had done it before, so I built a podium.
Abel says after he made the podium, he started other projects in a 100 square foot shed behind his house, grew out of that space and moved into an 800 square foot shop, and within a year, a 1,200 foot shop, and going all out.
Doing cutting boards, cornhole boards, tables for firefighters, expanded into the police, different types of stuff for EMS, fire rescue, just going crazy.
And in March, Abel moved to his new location, and business has exploded.
And since moving on to 10th Street, my business has really gone through the roof. Between the cornhole boards, cutting boards, and now I do firefighter plaques, Maltese cross, the police shield, painted, everything with the person's last name and everything. Business has just been great.
Abel says when he first started out on that podium, his only tools were a compound miter saw and a few little tools from when his dad passed away. Over the years, the number of toys has grown by leaps and bounds, but he says he can't put a price tag on the value of all these tools.
Some of this stuff in here belonged to my dad, so there's no dollar amount on it. And there are times when I am standing at a piece of equipment that he worked, I can feel him standing there just kind of looking over my shoulder, and he's either saying, "You dummy, what the hell you doing?" or "You're doing good, kid, you're doing good."
And even though firefighting is his career, Abel says working on custom projects for his clients is a true passion.
My prices are, I've always got people saying you should be charging more for your work. I'm not in it to make $1 million. I'm just in it for the pure enjoyment. It's nice to have something that I can say, hey, I built that with my own 2 hands.
He specializes in custom-made cornhole boards, plaques, awards, and has even started to try his hand at Adirondack chair sets.
I'm now working on a 3rd oak Adirondack chair for a repeat customer, and I don't even have both of his chairs done. I've already picked up 2 more oak chairs just because the people have set in the ones that this repeat customer has, and they want a set for themselves. So it's nice to be busy, but it's also kind of rough to be busy because there's things I need to build for myself, but of course paying customers come first. Everything else gets slid to the back burner.
And while business is booming, Abel says he doesn't know how large he wants to scale Firehouse Woodworking.
I'm just taking it one day at a time. Right now I'm enjoying what I'm doing. I can have a bad shift and I can come down here. My ex-wife told me one time when I was in my 1,200 square foot shop, I said something to her one day and I said, you know, I'm surprised you haven't told me to shut it down. And she goes, no, you can come home pissed off at the world. I said, you go down to your shop and within an hour of working in your shop, you've calmed down. Everything is right with the world again. And it's true. I can come down here and just by working on something, just everything goes away. And it's nice down here.